y'all. This is the You the Crazy One podcast. I'm your host, Taji Aqib. Got my man Dre in the building. Got my man Damon in the building today. How y'all been, man? What's been up with y'all? We ain't been in the lab in a while.
Yeah, how was y'all weeks?
I was trying not to say that this time. Yeah, we ain't been in the lab in a while. What y'all been up to?
I've been off this week finally, so I'm just chilling out.
What you been up to, man?
I've been working. No, go ahead.
Nothing. That's the point.
Nothing like
You
in
been doing
life.
on your time off?
Nothing.
Nothing in life. You
That's
just been.
Been in the crib?
in the crib, watching movies on the couch, chilling.
Those is the best.
Because I've been working hard.
That is the best times for me. That's all I want at this point in my life.
All right, so what
Chilling
about,
with the
since
fam.
he talking about being off, what about, don't you hate when you off and somebody playing your off day for you?
Yes.
playing your off day?
Like, I mean, it's planned to you, but, you know, help me do this. I know you got the day off.
You talk about like girls doing that.
Girls do that. Just well, for me, it's anybody.
Kids too, like kids.
Kids.
Oh,
yeah.
since you are, like,
Yeah.
I almost can't tell my kids when I'm off.
We was talking about that the other day, wasn't we? How like at this point in our lives, we just want to chill.
Yeah.
That's what our gift is, like just being able to chill.
Yeah, like they playing your day. Yo, I hate that. If I was off for a week, I would literally tell no one.
Yeah.
Your mom come up with shit. Oh, why don't you build this fucking bed for me or something?
Yo, that happened today,
What?
or was it yesterday? Yesterday and today, like both days. So like I didn't work yesterday because I planned to use the time to like work on a podcast and do all the stuff I haven't been doing.
Mm.
My mom in the morning, can you blow the leaves? Blow the leaves. I'm like, and I was like, I don't want to say no because she need the leaves blown, but I'm like,
And then you think you could get it done quick, and then it turned into
it turned into other stuff. Yeah, and like my nephews are here now, so like they could like, what are the kids for? Like why
Kids
I still
ain't
gotta
doing that no more.
You know what I'm saying?
Good brother.
They don't know how to do it right. They don't know how to do it right, which is kind of true, unfortunately. So, and the other things, like I don't even know if I want them to do it because they probably not going to do it right. So,
Right,
take it
but-
upon yourself.
But you can't have that as an excuse.
I let my kids do it wrong. How they gonna look?
Every time.
Not every time. I mean, like when they doing it, you gotta yell at them. That's the only way they gonna learn. How,
Do you want to go through the hassle of yelling? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like that gets to be a pain in the ass.
I used to blow, like, cut the grass and do the leaves and stuff, right? And the kids would be looking out the window. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, y'all see me doing it.
Right.
The lawn, you know how big the lawn was, all around the corner. Like, I would, to the point where you do have that decision, like, do I want to bring them out here and just make it take longer, yelling, tell them they not, fuck it, bring them out there.
You bring them out?
I bring them out there. They be mad. You show them what you want them to do, and you check on them every now and again.
But my thing is we did we do that? We was young, just like let our parents do stuff. I don't remember ever doing it. Now I do remember my father being out there with us doing it, which I have done that with my nephews before. Like go out there with them, you know, and get them started, and then all right, I gotta go, and then they finish it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember my father out there doing stuff with me in the yard. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't remember just sitting by like letting.
It was never a time.
Here's the thing.
I don't even remember my parents being out there showing me how to do it. I don't know how I know how to do it.
Yeah, I don't remember them showing me. Like
you said to go do it, and you did it.
And you did it, yeah. Now, the other thing too is like my mom was 80, right? Which is the reason I'm here with. Like she 80. Yeah. And she need help with stuff, right? Yeah. But you know, she's still able and everything. Like, you know what I mean? So she'll take it upon herself to go do stuff. I can't imagine myself as a kid letting an 80-year-old woman do stuff, and I'm a boy.
Wait,
they see her?
Yeah, she told me. She literally asked them to do it. They like go, you know, say they coming and they like.
Hold on.
These news.
Hold on. I got it.
Now it is. I don't know if Iklas might be. I don't know if Iklas did, but I'm pretty sure the youngest one did.
That's wild. That's some wild shit.
Wait.
But they like that now. These kids is like that now, man.
Now, speaking of that, so at work, so you know I work at Amazon, right? All these heavy boxes and shit. So back in my section, there was like a 65, 70-year-old old lady with like a 19-year-old boy. So the packages coming down the conveyor line, they had to pick it up and put it on this cage. Why did 19-year-old see the box? It was a big box. Did like a weight test. Put it back down and let the 70-year-old pick it up. I had to say something to him. I said, yo, that could be your grandma. What you doing, man? Oh, no, I ain't see it. I saw you pick it up. What you mean?
I saw you weigh it.
I saw you weight test it.
You called him redhead.
Like, nah. Like, nah.
Redhead.
Wait. He said, nah.
He said, nah, I ain't gonna do that. And walked away like he didn't see
he
it.
said what?
He said, nah, I ain't gonna do that.
I ain't gonna do what?
Lift the box. Get the box.
He's gonna he's just like, nah, I'm gonna let the old person
Yes, that's what he did. He walked away like he didn't see it.
All right, so I might do that if I was getting paid. I'm at work. I'm at work. You ain't gonna let no work all day.
You ain't gonna let no
bitch. You want me to do your work too? I don't know about that one.
I might talking about some. All right, so
because I might be on his side at this point. We at work. We at work, Dre. I've been at work all day, but I've been lifting packages all day for you.
No.
You want me to get
no. This is 7:30 in the morning. First thing there.
All right, first thing.
That's first thing.
But then afterwards, I'd be like, bitch, I ain't listening. Nothing else for you.
Yeah, but I think that's what they like that now, man. Like they not built like we was
at all.
And part of that, we talked about this, I think, on one of the podcasts. Like part of that is our fault because we raised them. You know what I'm saying?
Because they spoil.
But is it, or is it like it might be the stuff that they exposed to that we wasn't, like social media, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
They think they got too much shit to do.
Yes, they think they got too much stuff to do, and they're entitled.
Yeah, entitled.
Sure.
Yes.
My kids say that I didn't teach them how to shoot. Like Morgan will be like, "You ain't teach me how to do it, so I ain't doing it." Shit like that.
That's crazy, man.
Like you ain't teach me how to do it. How I'm supposed to do it?
And I think it's harder with girls because I don't have no kids, but I got like my nieces and nephews. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Like the boys is the threat of like, you know what I mean, you could do stuff to them.
Yeah.
The girls will say any old shit to you. It was like,
yeah.
all you can do is be like,
yup. Because I'll be Ryan a curse or something. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, it's an accident, but still, like,
right.
I can control myself around my parents still. Why can't you control yourself? We had this conversation all the time. She be in the back, drop some shit.
You get mad over cussing now? I don't really get mad about that no more, man.
I don't
if
know.
It was boys, would you get mad? Probably not, would you?
I think I would. I think I would. It's just the age thing.
So what's the age?
It's the age thing. Because I don't curse around I still don't curse around my mom and dad.
That's true. I don't curse around my parents. Yeah. I will do it, but I try not to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You ain't walking around here, fuck that shit.
It's a different age, man. Because, like, yeah. And one time, they was like, the boys are getting disrespectful with their mom. My sister. And so I went there and yelled at them. And I was like, what I said to them was like, y'all act, I was like, first of all, I didn't like the fact that they seem to be like more disrespectful to the women. So I said, like, you know who disrespect, like, you know what kind of people disrespect women? And they like, the youngest one didn't even look at me. Iklas looked at me the whole time. Mm-hmm. He got to respond like who? If he didn't respond, I would just have to say it. But he had to respond like who? What kind of people? I said bitches, right? And then I said like the people, like I was like, and also y'all from Africa, like white kids disrespect their parents like that. Y'all not supposed to be doing that. And that's what it made me think. Because if I feel like white culture, not to like stereotype y'all, but I think we used to see white people curse around their parents, cuss out their parents, stuff like that.
Well, my kids, like they've been in half and half schools their whole life. So, but I don't know. It's the age thing for me. Like you still a kid. Like we had this conversation where they think they equal. You're not equal. Mm-hmm. You ain't paying no bills.
Right. Mm-hmm. But that started, Dame, I think, was it our generation, maybe the generation above us? Ain't we the ones who created this? Because, like, for my sister, for example, like, she got mad because I said the bitches thing. She didn't say nothing to me, you know, because I was disciplining them. And I think she just appreciated that I was yelling at them for disrespecting her. But I think she said something later or whatever about, like, she didn't like me, not to me, but, like, I heard through the grapevine she didn't like me using the word bitches. She didn't like me saying that to her. And it's like didn't we come up with the thing where you can't hit the kids, you can't do that? Didn't we start that?
I don't know. We couldn't have started that because
our generation. You mean?
Yeah,
because our parents was beating
the shit out of. Yeah, and like I'm talking about like African culture. I think I could be wrong, but I think like it's more. traditional, so to speak, in like African countries, and I think they do discipline their children like that over there. Yeah, maybe not no more, because I think they starting to be a little bit more like us, because it's everything's starting to be a global village now. Like they exposed to the same stuff we exposed to, so they probably starting to get entitled to over there. And,
so
you know what I mean?
Started that, you think?
I think
we had to, didn't we?
Was getting our ass whooped. I guess it did stop.
I mean, we got our ass whooped, but we might have been like, "Oh, that's not right how we got beat," right? Wasn't it us?
Yeah, I guess it was.
So we don't want to raise our children that way. Ain't we the ones saying like they have the freedom to choose who they want to be, what gender? Ain't that us? I mean, it might be millennials.
No.
It's probably millennials.
That's millennials. Shit. That tranny as a seed shit.
It's probably millennials started that, right?
They gotta be.
It had to be millennials that started that.
Yeah, because my daughter said one day, she's like, "Oh, when I have kids, I'm never going to treat them. I'm never going to treat them the way y'all treated us. I'm never going to touch them. Never going to beat them." I'm like, "Deja, all right, whatever.
Wait till you get old."
I said, wait till that girl talks back to you and talking shit to you,
and you can't control the feeling of not being able to control your kids. Got to be one of the worst things, man.
Right.
That's what I think. So I'm on the more control your kid type of thing.
Right. And you got to instill that early, don't you?
You have to.
Your ass need to be controlled.
You have to early. Or by the time they get a certain age, it's not gonna matter.
You can't do nothing. You can't say nothing to them, because especially if they old enough that they don't need you to take care of them, and they can maybe even beat you. Right? They can beat like you old, they can beat you up probably. They can't be thinking that way. They can't be thinking that they can do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. You get older, it's like, wait, I'm gonna fuck you up, Dad, when you get old. You get a text, you at work, I'm gonna fuck you up, Dad. You touch my stuff when you get old. You at work nervous.
Yeah, that thought can't enter their mind. I never, even when my father was sick with cancer and stuff, I never thought of it like I can beat him. Of course I could, right, but I never thought of it like I can beat him.
Right, but it was the respect level you have.
That's part of it, like the respect part. You can't be walking around thinking you can whoop my ass.
Yeah, that's just natural. Like that's how your kids need to be raised. They need to be raised with the respect. You got to teach them that as a kid, so when they get older, it's not even a question at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
All animals in life, like that's how it should be, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I think lions, like the young lions, eventually like kill the parents or something like that. I'm not sure, but that's a whole different survival thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you ain't going around thinking you can kick my ass. But my kids do say you ain't supposed to hit kids, and you supposed to just talk to them. That's all you're supposed to do. They say talking to them can get across the same way.
I think it can. I'm not going to say that's not a good point. At the end of the day, if you look at what power comes from, it's really communication more than anything. Hitler, all these people, he wasn't beating nobody up. It just comes from being able to make people believe you're a powerful person, and that comes from communication. That's ultimately, you know what I'm saying? The strongest people in the world wasn't the boxers. It was the leaders, the Malcolm X's and all the kind of people, even the evil, even of the foul ones, Hitler, whatever. But so ultimately, that's where it comes from, being able to convince the other person that you can't really do nothing.
Right. But how many times you supposed to tell them before you put a foot there?
Right.
But a lot of times, what happens when the kids run amok or whatever is because the parents want to be their friends.
Well, that too.
You can't be. We're not besties.
Right.
We're not besties.
Well, I mean, you can be.
You can to some point.
But I saw a thing. It was Michelle Obama. I think she was on some talk show, and she was saying that when you try to be your child's friend, when you're somebody's friend, that means you. Wow,
you're equal, basically.
No, but it was something about you. You care about their happiness or something like that.
Yeah.
So when you're trying to discipline them,
that makes sense.
That makes it harder.
Yeah, that makes it harder if you're your friend because you want them to be okay.
And you gotta shut that off.
And worrying about all that stuff. No, I'm doing this for you, for your own good.
I mean, but don't you, as a parent, naturally care about hurting them now? Sure you do.
Yeah, right. No.
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, but if you're disciplining them, you're not hurting them. But
right.
But they're going to take it as you destroying their life. They're going to be act like you shooting them or something.
Yeah, you got to be able to compartmentalize.
Yeah,
with that.
They're going to cry and oh god.
It's like I try to teach the girls, even talking with my oldest about being in relationships and stuff. How many times you got hurt when you was younger Like it's not the end of the fucking world. Like nowadays, that shit, they can't take it.
No,
they cannot. They cannot take that shit.
So, one thing that my father did that hurt me the most as a kid wasn't beating me and stuff. It was when he said to me, to your point,
I'm disappointed.
That type of thing. So when he said to me, I never forgot it to this day. He said, I play around with you too much. And that shit hurt me. Never forgot it to this day. Because I'm like, damn, like, because it's what you said. Like, you thinking like we cool, but it's like, nah fam. Like, nah. Yeah, and he's like, my father obviously disciplined the shit out of me, but it's like, when he said that to me, it's like, oh, you can't play with me no more? Like we ain't like that.
So now you going to start that.
So, to your point, disappointing my father bothered me more than anything.
Yeah, I said it in the song. I said I wasn't worried about her spanking. I didn't want her disappointed. That made, like, I remember one time I got in trouble at school, like for the first time, and they called my mom, and my mom is talking. She's in a calm voice, but she's like chastising me. I'm bawling, but I can hear the disappointment in her voice, which made me like she didn't touch me or nothing, do nothing. But I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah. So getting them to care about disappointing you, I think you got to get their respect.
Yes.
That's what. Otherwise, they're not gonna care about disappointing.
Right.
But I mean, to the friendship thing, like I think you could do both. Like, cause
that's a fine line, though. It's a fine line.
How do you do it though? Like, cause I think I do a good job of doing it with like I said, I don't have my own kids, but I think I do a good job of doing it with younger, my nieces and nephews and younger people. I think I do. But I think it's just intrinsic. Like, it's not something I like studied how to do. It's just there. Like, if I gotta get firm, I get firm. But I can also have those conversations with them to make them feel like they can talk to you. You gotta make them feel like they're equal on some level, so they can tell you stuff.
So my kids do tell me stuff. Yeah. So I guess, but another thing, like I hate when people curse at their kids, the little kids.
Yeah, I don't ever curse really at them.
Yeah.
I never have, but like moms and stuff. Sometimes I don't care because when kids be bad, like I see like when I'm doing Uber or something like that, moms yelling at their kids. Sometimes I'll be like, when they curse at them and stuff. Shut the fuck. Yeah.
Shut the fuck. I don't like it though.
It was a little like he was a bit like
a teenager.
This kid was little. This kid was little. He was like 3 or something. I don't know, 3 or 4, and he just wouldn't shut up. Like he would start saying disrespectful to his mom. Like don't talk to me like that to his mom. And I think he felt like he could do it because
he was in the Uber.
Yes. Yeah.
Like one of them type of seeds.
And that's when she said something. So I had to, smile to myself in the front seat when she yelled over and cursed at him.
He show his ass in front of company.
Yeah. And she was trying not to say it. She was trying, just looking at her phone like, stop, don't say that to me. She was like that at first, but then when he started going too far, she snapped. She snapped. But where is he getting that from, though? Because that shouldn't even be something you even feel comfortable to say. You know what I'm saying?
TV, wherever. Like half the shit they get off of fucking TV. Most of the stuff.
Some of that stuff, probably, like a lot of their behaviors, because that's one big difference between us and them. Like we wasn't overexposed to social media and, like everybody feel like they got a voice now. It's just the nature of like the world. So it probably, like we didn't have as much to contend with as the kids now do. I mean, our parents didn't have as much to contend with as we did as parents. You know what I
mean? But being exposed to all that makes this, well, I guess this, what's this, Generation X or the millennials, whatever they are.
What you talking about?
Well, I'm about to say, so this generation like accepts everything. Like everything.
The youngest generation? Well, are you talking about like Z, Gen Z, I think it is. I'm not sure. The generation you talk about.
So like my daughter's 24. That demo right there. Because they accept
that's right below
everything.
Millennials, right?
Are we millennials?
That's after millennials.
No, we X. We X. Yeah.
That's after millennials.
So that's right? Gen Z? Because we X, Y, Z. I think that's Z.
Yeah.
It's a hard generation, like 22.
Yeah. But they accept everything. And that's why you see like every show got like a homosexual person on there, and like everything is just everything is okay. Like everything, like there's nothing that's not right. No.
But ain't we the ones that allow it to happen? Gen X. Like, ain't we the ones that say, you know, let the kids have, you know, this is their, like, kind of passing on, this is their world now, like, they do in rap. Like, you see, like, the old OG rappers and stuff be like, you know, it's a young man's game and all that kind of stuff. No leadership, like, no stepping in a place, not stepping in there as somebody, a pioneer, and saying, you know, this is not how it's supposed to go. They say, oh, it's about money now. You know, they've taken it to this new level, blah, blah. There you go. And we talked about before, Dre, like, we try too hard to identify with the kids. That's the problem with our generation. We try to be cool to them. We wanted our parents. We wanted to be accepted by our parents. We looked at them as cool. But we try to be cool to the kids.
Got you.
Yeah. So how we expect to garner any respect, or how we expect them to look up to us when we looking up to them?
Yeah, you're right.
Everybody's scared of that. Get the fuck out of here, old head.
Yeah. We trying to be cool and all that kind of stuff. Like, no, man. Like our parents was cool because they was older than us. And don't y'all think like the women like raise the children different too? So like you got a lot of single moms now. You know what I mean? Like I just gave an example of my sister. Like she didn't want me to call them bitches and stuff. But it's like, I think women need to understand that a man is going to do stuff like a man. You got to let a man be a man. Yes. You know what I mean? I think you see it in everything. Like with the younger generation. Like the world is just getting to a point where you know the politically incorrect stuff, the cancel culture. You know what I mean? All of that. You know what I mean?
But you can't cancel you can't cancel everything.
But I think they slowed down on the
No, they did.
Stuff.
Have they?
I think so. I haven't heard about...
Because cancel culture is getting canceled.
Yeah. Definitely. Because I don't think... I haven't... You don't really hear about it as much anymore. About anybody being... Well, Kanye, I guess,
but it may serve its purpose because there are a lot of people, except for like a Kanye, that's saying some crazy shit now. Right?
Wait, say it again?
Like the cancel culture stopped a lot of people from maybe even saying a lot of crazy, or not even crazy stuff, but saying stuff that's, you know, not the norm or whatever, except for like a Kanye or somebody.
Yeah, but he's saying crazy shit. Like, he just saying not normal, like...
Well, something wrong with that, man.
Like, yeah, like, he talking like something wrong with him.
Yes, it is. You don't think something wrong with that, man?
Oh, yeah, something definitely wrong with him. But I'm just trying to think of...
I don't think nothing wrong with him.
Since
I think he's trying to be...
crazy?
No. So he looks up to, like, trying to be a genius. I think he wants to be a genius so bad he knows geniuses is crazy, so he doing crazy shit so people can call him a genius.
All right. So this is probably a whole other podcast topic. But the stuff he's saying, all of it ain't wrong. You know what I'm saying? So like, it kind of leads into what I was about to say. Like, is it crazy just because we in this era now where you can't say that kind of stuff? Because if this was like the 70s or 60s, would it be crazy then? I mean, maybe it would be. I'm just trying to pose a question because this is the You the Crazy One podcast, and we gotta be careful about like what we think is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I mean, that's the purpose.
I just don't think he's crazy. I think he's just doing shit on purpose. Me personally,
I think
because he want to be classified as a genius so bad, like he just doing anything.
But I think he has some valid points. I think he doesn't know how to articulate it properly. But then again, he'll wear like a White Lives Matter T-shirt.
But that's the him trying to be crazy type of thing.
But wasn't it something?
He's trying to be crazy.
I think he's trying to be crazy.
I thought it was something behind that, like some subliminal message or some other message behind the White Lives Matter besides like just trying to be like a Trumper.
Well,
I got you know, like that's a topic. Like I said, we got research on and stuff, but
he's trying to think way too out the box. Then
that's what I think. I just think I just don't think he. I don't think he's crazy. I think he's doing crazy shit so he can be classified.
So, again, because this is You the Crazy One podcast, right? So this leads into. Like, the stuff he's saying, right? We'll look at Kanye and say, you crazy. But the people he talk about, ain't they crazy? like the people he's talking about, like this, you know, like the Illuminati type stuff, ain't they the crazy ones?
I think so.
Yeah, but...
You know what I'm saying?
So is he saying he a part of that or not a part of that?
I think... So what I think is you get people like him that look crazy publicly when they try to separate themselves from it.
Yeah, so I like what Taji's saying. I think he was part of whatever that is, and he tried to get out of it, and maybe somebody didn't want him getting out, or something like that. So he decided to say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just go."
Right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Like I'm gonna just start saying anything.
I'm just gonna go all the way crazy.
Yeah, and he's saying some. He's saying some off the wall stuff because to some degree, I actually think anybody in that world on a full time scale is a little crazy. Like they don't have all their screws together. Like, and he just went. Went off the deep end a little bit with some of it but it's just stuff that's existing in all of them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They just in a safe place when they a part of that cult. You know what I'm saying? So you don't see them as crazy.
Jay-Z and Beyonce crazy?
Yeah, I think they part of it, especially Beyonce. and Jay-Z is he married to her, so you know what I mean. Like I said, that's another podcast we're gonna do at some point. But that whole diamond thing and stuff like that, you know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. That's supposed to be like the Illuminati symbol, and it's like,
yeah, but
if you pay attention to it, that should be popping up everywhere, man. Like even places like, why is that there? It's scary. It's kind of scary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was watching black what's the superhero movie just came out? Black Adam.
I seen it in there. I seen it.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
I didn't see that.
That's straight up the Illuminati symbol.
I was like,
it's out of place.
That's the first thing I thought.
I was like, is Hove in this boy?
That's the
that's the first thing I thought. But it's like,
I thought that too.
It's weird, man.
I did think that.
Like, what the hell they got to do with Black Adam?
But I saw that part. I definitely seen that part with the young bull.
And it even seemed forced because it's like, why is he doing that symbol to look at Black Adam? Mm-hmm. Why is he don't have a magnifying glass between his fingers?
But now to Jay-Z's credit,
what up, Tank? Tank just popped up in a live. Said what up? He said, brothers. Yeah, what up, Tank?
What's up, Tank? But now to Jay-Z's credit though, he took that from the wrestler. I don't know the wrestler boy. They used to do that for the
Diamond Dallas or something.
Yeah.
So maybe everybody don't know like what it comes from and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
They don't.
Like it might be some people just like a part of it and doing it and don't realize. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I do think it has something to do with that cult, man.
Like Beanie and them ain't know they was crazy.
Right.
Right. What did I get myself into?
Yeah.
Beanie and them ain't know what the hell was going on.
But
did y'all see Black Panther?
I was about to say that.
I ain't see it yet.
Did you see it, Dave?
Yeah, I saw it.
Did you like it? It's trash.
You hesitating?
It's trash.
But I ain't like the first one either, though.
I like the first one, but this was trash.
You ain't like the first one at all? At all? You know what's crazy about the first one, though? I only watched it once.
Yeah, I only watched it once.
Yeah, I only watched it once. Yeah, so I guess that I feel like one of the measure sticks for a good movie is if you can watch it twice. Yeah.
I think
not everyone. Some movies.
Oh wait, I will say on this one, I did like Submariner, the villain. I did like him.
Well, I saw a thing. I think it was Dr. Ubar or somebody. And he was like, I brought my black son to see Black Panther 2, and I had to sit through 2 hours of this Mexican whipping black people's asses.
Is that what happened in it? Is that what happened?
Well, you know the girly part.
The villain boy is Mexican.
Submariner
with the Black Panther. The whole movie.
He was beating up.
He was an angry Mayan.
He beat up all the black people.
Whooping their ass.
Wait a minute, man.
The whole movie.
Whooping their ass.
Did what Luka Doncic did to the Knicks last night.
Exactly.
Yes.
Into a shorty had to whoop his ass.
What's going on?
He was doing that all up into a shorty had to whoop his ass.
So all right. This is so typical. So the non-black boy, right? Which, by the way, let me clarify that too, because they come from blackness too. So technically, them motherfuckers is a lot of black.
So I guess that's probably why they use. Well, Submariner look like that, but go ahead.
But so the Mayan boy whoop all the black people ass. I'm assuming black men.
Well, black everybody.
Black everybody.
And then the black woman, because that's passable in Hollywood. The black woman, it's a lot. They allow the black woman.
She like this pole whoop Submariner's ass. The skinniest black woman.
She had to come save the day.
So takes it on the real. The Wakandas was getting their asses.
Take that.
It was fucking.
So all right.
Oh wait. And then. Black seed lady put the Iron Man suit on, and then now she was Iron Man.
No,
you didn't want to hear that part.
Wait.
You didn't want to hear that.
I didn't even see that because I watched it on the stick. So
they make
it cut
Iron
off,
Man,
but I was like,
Iron
good.
Man, Iron Woman is what you're trying to tell me, man.
So what they bringing out is
Taji's furious.
So what they bringing out is it's a C college girl, black college girl. She's a genius. She's a genius, right?
They like to make us geniuses. They do that a lot.
Yeah. So she's a genius with all the Iron Man shit. She make her own Iron Man shit though. But it looked just like Iron Man. She can fly. Her suit can fly. She put it together. So they had to save her from college. Another thing, if you were American, wouldn't you be tired of doing these type of movies? So
no, because they appealing to the black people with these movies, man, and they use the same.
But I would be mad as shit. So
it's making money though.
The whole thing is, Taji, the Americans want the black seed because she a genius, so she could build weapons, so they could come take the Wakanda vibranium.
Right.
If you're American, wouldn't you be like, yo, I'm not doing this?
All right, so here's the thing, right? There's 3 elements that they forcing in movies now: woman power, youth power, and taking power away from black men. Right? They emasculate black men. These are 3 things they doing. Young youth. They forcing that in there, right? And then woman power, white and black, but black woman over black man all day, right? So if you go back to what I was saying about the Illuminati thing, what they do is so they put this Illuminati symbol in the movie, showing us what they doing, right? And they got these ideas in Black Adam. They had the kind of a parallel, a metaphor for America going to other countries and trying to take over. You notice that whole theme in Black Adam. So they showing us what they do, right? And if you go back to what you were talking about when white people get tired of it, this is part of the game because what they doing is they showing us we're doing this to y'all,
and y'all can't stop it.
It's kind of the way of training us. You know what I'm saying? It's a subliminal thing.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Because we always saying they always doing something. Yeah. And they're like, yeah, we always doing it, y'all.
Yeah. So they appeal to us what's on the surface. It's a black woman who's powerful. They appeal to she's a genius. See, we think black people are geniuses. We'll do this movie, right? but then they show their takeover, which kind of subdues us because we get in a mindset that we're weak to a degree. They've been showing us what they doing to us in movies. They've been doing it.
Well, you definitely don't want to see that last Avatar.
And in the meantime, what they always put in there is emasculation of the black man.
Oh,
that's always in there. So that's training us to believe we're not strong. That's training black women to say we're stronger than you. Then you got black people and black. While they're showing the black genius or whatever the case may be, they put in the thing most important thing for subduing this in there, which is the black man ain't shit.
Now, I made a mistake. The kids wanted to see it back, so we went on the second day.
I want to say something about that too. But good. I didn't see it, but I saw some pictures disturb me though.
So I was at the height of the niggardry.
With you dressed up?
No.
Why you dressed up like a what do they call it?
I ain't put no
Avatar.
On none of that stuff.
Oh, you talking about Black Panther or Avatar?
Black Panther.
Oh, okay, all right.
So it was at the height of niggardry. So it was girls in there. All right. Why do we have to watch movies like this? So it was 2 black girls in there. I was calling them Medea.
What movie is this?
This is Black Panther. I was in the theater. About? We was in the theater.
You say why do we have to attend the movies?
Yeah, with all the niggardry. Right. And then I got Medea sitting 2 rows over. They bring the John. Which one is it? Not Michonne. What's the other one, Dre?
She was in it again.
The other one.
Was Michonne in it again?
Yeah,
I know you're talking.
It wasn't Michonne, but at some point they went to go get her. Remember, they went to go get her, bring her back. She comes on the screen. Medea and them talking about, oh yeah, I told you she got a fat ass. Look at her ass. What? I'm like, what? Why we gotta watch movies like this?
Black people, man.
Why? Commenting on everything. The young, yeah. Hey,
niggas, man.
Was we always like this? Because I don't think we was like this back in the day, man.
I don't know. I mean, we talked that movies. I've been to some movies where Jared will stand up and roll on the floor.
Stand up,
die. What? And stand. I've been in movies where I'm doing that. I mean, fucking like everybody's quiet. Right. What? And roll on.
All right,
the floor.
but I feel like I feel like you got to know like time and place, all right?
I mean, I
feel like those movies back in the I feel like I feel like when we did that as kids and stuff, it was theaters and we expected that to go down at those theaters. It's like, like, and back in the day when they was like my parents, of course, they did it back in the day with my parents and stuff. They go to movies, movies is new to them. They was going to them Joes, throw popcorn on. You know what I'm saying? But as time goes on,
I just think we ain't civilized yet.
Wait. But
I think white kids did it too back in the day.
But then, where did you see it at?
Right.
Yeah, of course I saw that Plymouth Meeting. I don't go to a nigga.
Oh, see, you should be doing it Plymouth Meeting. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. Like, a Plymouth Meeting, you should be doing it.
Right. You should not be doing it.
Now, if this was 40th Street or Showham Mall
like
or
stuff
something
when
like
we
that,
was younger, we went there to do that type of stuff because the kind of theater it was.
Right.
I'm just trying to enjoy my pop.
You basically saying you should be niggas everywhere you go.
Right. Like, niggas in the wrong spot. That don't make you angry. Niggas in the wrong spot make me angry.
Yes. Time and place definitely. Yes. Time and place definitely matters.
She got. I'm talking to her girlfriend. Oh, I told you she got a fat ass. Like, what are you even talking about?
Yeah. Time and place matters because. And it's not even because that you embarrassed around the white people, but it's like you embarrassed them for ourselves. It's like
like come on,
if this
like,
ain't the place,
guys.
like you don't go to like anywhere. Like I'm not gonna go to Africa being an American nigga. Like you know what I'm saying? They black, but it's like
because you only doing it because you're around black people and you think because this is the Black Panther.
But they not even right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we all flock to the black. That part I don't like that either.
Yeah.
Like, all right, it's a black, we gotta go.
Like we ain't used to nothing. That's like
I hate we ain't used to nothing. We ain't used to nothing. Nigga. Make me angry. That's the name of this podcast. We ain't used to nothing. We ain't used to nothing, niggatry. I think that make me more angry than anything.
Yeah.
Oh, you was gonna say something about Avatar, wasn't you?
Oh. So Avatar, I would be, if I was American, I would be even more mad.
I think I know why. Maybe not. Why?
Because of the same type of thing.
What?
So Avatar,
Avatar is kind of ridiculous, but go ahead.
So the dude Avatar goes to the water people saying that the man is looking for me and bring the man's there. And then the man start tearing up their shit.
Tearing up the place, yeah. But then to make it worse, it's a word that's been floating around over the past 10 years or so. Appropriation, right? It's a popular word. Mm-hmm. This is like the most appropriationist thing ever. This man literally changed himself to, these people that look ethnic. Literally, I don't want to be white no more. I want to be
braids and they all the same size as Shaq.
Now, I thought the first Avatar was like I enjoyed the movie, right? Mm. But here's the thing, people, all right? As a black person, you understand this. We have to look at stuff like this and be like, we know what's going. Like it's ridiculous as a black person to look at this. Like it's definitely appropriation.
But since they blue, he ain't talk about us.
But us and like Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? It's like what I mean. And then to make it worse, the white dude mind is in the thoroughest Avatar guy. Because his mind, and then the badass Avatar girl falls for the white dude who runs shit. He captures the greatest bird, and he a white dude in there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Now they making their own movies. I understand, like they making their own movies. Of course, they're going to highlight themselves. We can't get mad at that.
It's not one black person in Avatar.
Really?
They only like the people who are like a soldier here and there, like a soldier.
I guess they blue.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, on some level, I kind of like that they made all the horrible, evil people. They all white for the most part.
All white. Not for the most part, they are.
Yeah, all white, and then you could on the flip side look at it like they with the movie showing that they wish they was black. You can look at it that way, right?
Yeah.
Or that they, they something about them thinks that reveres black or ethnic or Native American type cultures or whatever, right?
Over? That's all they know.
And the modernization of everything is evil, right? Or I don't even know if you can call it modernization. Industrialization and stuff is evil.
All they know is take over everything.
Now, is the problem that there's no black execs in that production room to see this?
Maybe, but it's also Dre partly. And
they definitely got to be something in there.
I know you got to go, so we going to end the podcast.
No, we go ahead.
But it's also partly that, like I said, white people making their own movies at some level. On some levels, we gotta just accept they're the ones creating the movies. Of course, they're going to highlight themselves, right? Are we doing that? Our problem is we don't highlight ourselves enough in positive, empowering roles.
We do.
Empowering ways.
Got a slave movie out.
Right, you got a slave movie, right? And then most of the stuff
I can't watch.
I'm not saying they don't exist, but like we don't really make those kind of movies and shows and stuff for ourselves. And if we do, they don't get supported like that.
They don't get support. That's the thing right there.
Just look at what we did with music all these years. They don't support shit unless it's ratchet, and it's gotten worse and worse over time. So at some, on some levels we can't really get mad at them for that. Like, but as white people looking, who can't understand what we going through, we have to watch these movies knowing that this. Like, flip it around, right? Suppose it was, Irish or some stuff or something, right? This culture that clearly, like, mimics an Irish, it kind of pulls from Irish culture, right? And then there's, like, a black dude who goes to this culture and becomes one of these, like, Irish-ish creatures. And then he becomes the best one. You know what I'm saying? And he gets the best girl. And the parents like, oh, we want him to be one of us. And he literally becomes one and is the best one.
Right.
Like, imagine if it's flipped around. Like, we got to look at this and accept it. Like, and we say it's a good movie. We actually go, we support it.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we have to go through as black people living in this country, as minorities or whatever living in this country. And, I'm talking just as a black person, but, like I said, Native Americans go through it just on some level, and other minorities do on some level, but we get the worst of it because we, but now, we're the ones they putting their foot on our necks the most. You know what I'm saying? Now,
let me ask this question now. Now, you was talking about we don't make those type of movies or highlight, or we don't support, so it's out to the masses. Why are, say, like the homosexual community can come out and now every show got to have a theme in there, or pro this, pro that, or if you say anything about them now, you cancel.
Appeal to everybody,
huh?
They got to appeal to everybody now.
Yeah.
I just want to have white eyes so I can see how they feel.
Right.
See,
we have no idea.
Like, you go to the movie, you're American, and you see all we do is like.
But
you don't get tired of it?
No, because
I guess not. If you're the winner all the time,
maybe they do. Maybe they do get tired of it. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, they the winner all the time. On some level, they always gonna be winning.
I guess.
I want to know how they feel knowing that they winning all the time. Like. They probably, like, that's where the word privilege comes from. They probably don't have no concept of it.
Yeah, there's no feeling in them because
they don't know what it's not like not to be winning.
Yeah, so that's like normal.
So they get happy. They get happy.
No, some of them hate it. Some of them hate it. You know that.
Like, he literally brought the man to their nobody knew about this water world. Until the Avatar dude got there, him and Zoe Deldana.
But maybe they don't hate it because I don't really hear much backlash about that side of it.
I never hear anything about that. Yeah. Like, I never hear them ranting and raving.
Because, but I mean, the bottom line is if they do, you're gonna have. There's nothing they can really say on that level that's not like way worse on the other side. So it's like, all right, y'all bitching about that, but
I guess.
And it's like, it's just telling the real story. What y'all do? That's what y'all done. Like, they probably know. It's like, well, we can't. We did do that. So.
I am evil. Well,
they do it to other white people too. That's what goes missing. Like, they do it to other poor white people. Yeah. But the poor white people are so stupid that they don't realize they still fighting with the rich white people for rich people rights. Yeah. So it's like. The poor white people, like, it's kind of a shame on some levels because some of them do have it worse than some of us. It is what it is, right? But the one thing that they will never have to go through that we do is living in a world where we're not the favorite people. Even poor white people, right? Because they always have that privilege,
right?
And that's something that's never
in the hierarchy of everything. They're still above.
Like the people with power look like you. The people with power treat you better, essentially. Not all the time. I know there's white people out here that get brutalized by cops here and there. White people out here who, because they come from the bottom, get treated a certain way just because they come from. I know that exists, but you still have white skin. And at the end of the day, like there's always going to be that benefit that you have. That a black person on that same level as you don't have.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I mean, I know a lot of them get mad. They're like, I go through all this stuff, and it's true. Like some of them got it way worse than some of us, right?
Every time they say they go through all this stuff, I'm gonna say, did you see Avatar? Cause y'all just take over shit no matter what.
Yeah,
that shit is actually nuts.
Yeah, I mean that's just bottom line. Like any black person on the same level as any white person on the same economic whatever level is always gonna get treated worse than that white person. You know what I mean? Anyway, all right, we'll end our podcast on that note. To support our podcast, and we talked about today, like we got to start supporting each other, or not even just black people, like you white people who know what positivity means out here. Support the positive stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Support good shit.
Don't try to take over the show.
Yeah, the Illuminati the Illuminati and all that stuff is against all of us. You know what I'm saying? All of us normal people out here.
Just try watch it without taking over. Like, they take over everything.
They can't do that thing.
Try to watch it without taking over. That's gonna be the name of the podcast.
They take over. Those two movies alone, I'm like, what the?
But they kept Avatar keeps it real in that way though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like that second.
When we start being able to inhabit other planets, they're gonna go to other planets and take over. That movie.
Well, that's what they did.
That movie Don't Look Up was about that.
Wait, hold on.
I know that shit was funny.
Ain't Black Panther? Ain't director black?
Yes.
The director is black.
Yeah, but he black, but he not controlling.
All he could do is say
content.
cut.
Yeah.
You right.
Like he probably wrote, guaranteed there's certain elements he knew he had to put in that movie to make it. Like the first when he had to have that white dude in there, that was a big part of it. You know what I'm saying? They gotta put those elements. For real?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here, this one helping the black people. Yeah. He allied now. On the Wakanda, on Black Panther, the Americans was fucking coming.
How would y'all feel?
Get that vibrating.
How would you feel if in Avatar it was the reverse, right? Say a black person made it, and the black people was the people trying to take over it. Then a black dude went into the Avatar world. It was, like I said, it was like a white-ish, kind of mimicked some type of white culture that we know in real life, and it went that way. The black people, it was all black people.
That would never get made.
Huh? How would you feel though if it was made though? You would?
I don't think I'm like that.
Why?
Let the Americans take them. Because the first thing out of your mouth is going to be, these niggas is crazy.
Anyway. All right. So, yeah, if you want to support our podcast, not if, you should support this podcast. To support it, go to patreon.com. That's patreon.com/Taji Aqib. You should know how to spell my name, but it's TAJIAQIB. TAJIAQIB, or you could just go to the comment section or the description of wherever you listening to this podcast or watching it, and you'll see it down there. Just click on it, go there, support for as little as $1 a month.
I got a bone to pick with people, man.
Go ahead.
People that know you, but because they know you, won't support you because they know you.
Man, I just had an argument,
like $1, dog.
An argument with my co-host Shantae about that. This wasn't an argument, but we was kind of like it's kind of a discussion, and then going back and forth about that. And it's like I don't ask for nothing.
I know,
and it's like because I don't ask for nothing, I guess people think I have. You know what I'm saying?
You think so?
Yeah, I think on some levels.
Really?
Yeah.
I never thought about it that way.
Yeah, I don't think people really thinking out here like he needs this to make it. I don't think people really thinking like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, you put it that way.
Yeah.
I mean, look at I got many things to support: music, podcasts, T-shirts, all this kind of stuff. Not many people is like, buying stuff and like all. I'll tell you, all it takes is wearing the T-shirts, and people might like, where you get that from? Oh, my homie made it. It's like clothes. Just wear some clothes.
Simple,
you know what I'm saying? Like
simple advertising. Yeah.
And you see like all these foul people making it because they get supported by foul people, other foul people.
They'll start being foul.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, support is patreon.com/Taji Aqib. Make sure y'all, shout out the podcast, You the Crazy One podcast, to your friends, family, and countrymen.
Wow.
And foes. All right. So yeah, for Dre, Taji, Dane.
Yep.
We out. Remember,
Peace.
y'all the crazy ones, not us.
Hey, Taji Aqib, I just want to know one thing, yo.
Yeah.
Why all these questions?
Yo, some say I'm too outspoken, Taji be on some other bitch. Cats and shook, scared to quote it, bloggers don't wanna publish it. Rather be that than the token, y'all dudes be on some rubbish shit. I'm trying to get that all in the open, on the table before expunging it. MC shunning it, fuck it, either way they ain't touching it. Either way all I want is scholarly pundits discussing it. I'm the hub of the mothership, but don't budge unless I budget it. Take orders from no man I do.